Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Marketer podcast. Together with us today, we have Bogdan Sârbu, who's the owner and CEO of Full Out Media, a digital agency based in Bucharest, who did the magic thing, who shifted or at least added email marketing to his service offering so he can cover more of the customer needs. Welcome, Bogdan.
Thank you, Cosmin. Thank you for the presentation and thank you for the invitation to be here and discuss with you.
Sounds great. Bogdan, tell us a little bit about your story. How do you start a digital agency? What's your story? When did you start?
So my trip started in 2013, so almost 11 years ago. I was still in college, and I found out about some courses about performance marketing, especially on Google Ads. And I started with, I remember, with 20 of my colleagues, something like that. And in the end, after the courses ended, we remained two people in the end. Yeah, and me and this ex-colleague of mine, we still keep in touch. We were the only one that now have a job in this type of work agency. And after 7 years and a half, something like that, I decided that I gathered all the information I needed to start my own agency. So I had all the technical knowledge, and I said, okay, let's do it. Let's go on my own and see what happens.
Did you start with customers or you just started and then start searching for customers?
No, if I will be honest, I had a one day a friend of mine came to me and said, I have this niece of mine that has a small business. Can you help her? And I said, yeah, why not? And she was paying me a small amount of money, and then I made a nice work to her. And then she recommended me to another client, and then to another client. And when I decided to go on my own, I had a base of almost 10 to 15 clients. So when I already was making money, the same amount of money as my salary, I decided that is the point that I needed to give up my job and dedicate all my time to be an entrepreneur.
Totally makes sense. And how did you
Yeah.
do this shift from pure performance? I'm guessing Google Ads and Facebook Ads
Yeah.
towards email marketing. What was the trigger?
So the trigger was came from our clients. They started to ask, so do you know to how to do something else besides Google and Facebook? Because everybody in the market was doing this, and of course I was trying to explain to them that these are the best two platforms, but they were not convinced. So we started to see what can we do more than Google and Facebook and keep our clients in our agency. So email marketing was the first one on the list. But before we started to work with your platform, we went through other platforms, but they were a little bit too complicated for us, and each of our clients wanted something else. I want this platform because it has a lower cost. I want this platform because it sends, I don't know what type of email. And we were obligated to learn how to use more than one platform, and it was complicated for our team. And when we found out that we can use one platform that can help us for all our clients, it was perfect. And now we don't accept our clients to use another platform. So if they want email marketing, they have to use your platform, or otherwise we don't accept it, because we want to every one of my colleagues to know the same platform.
Yeah, thanks for that. Amazing. Can you share a bit about customer expectations? Do they expect to have a similar return from email marketing versus other traffic channels?
No. In our case, I can confirm that they come with less and less expectations than other platforms. They understand that they have to pay for this platform as well, but what they like the most is that they don't pay for, like in the case of Google, Facebook, or TikTok, LinkedIn, or other platforms. They don't pay for each click. They pay a fixed fee, on a monthly fixed fee, and on that money we need to, us as a team, as an agency, we have to do our best work in order to provide them as many sales as possible in the end.
Totally, yeah. Could you
Yeah.
share a campaign that you did that was most successful, a newsletter or an automation campaign?
We have, I can put my hand on one campaign, but I can put my hand on one client, client in our agency that sells shoes, women's shoes. And I'm honest with you, Cosmin, every email that my colleague sends provides us with at least a few hundred euros per email. So we are sending around 15-20 emails per month, multiplied by at least 400 or 500 euros per email. So you can do the math.
I can, indeed, I can. Could you
Yeah.
share the maybe the size of the subscriber base? Because this is also an important factor.
It is. I agree. The size, it's 40,000 subscribers.
Okay, okay. So let's say every newsletter generates, let's say, 400 euro out of 40,000 subscribers.
Yes, and also because we learned your platform as well as we could, and we still have to learn. We are gaining revenue also from the emails that we send, but also from automations, right? So the split is, in the case of this client that we are talking about, is around 60-40. So 60% from emails, and 40% from the total revenue, monthly total revenue, it comes from automations.
That is interesting indeed, because what we see on a statistical basis, sometimes it gets to even 60% revenue from automations, and sometimes even to 70% revenue from automations, and maybe a bit less from newsletters. But of course, you need newsletters so you know who to communicate with, to set the cookies, so the user becomes a known user, so you can trigger the
Yeah,
automation.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But I told you, in this case, this is the split 60-40. But of course, in the case of other clients, we have higher revenue from automations than from emails per se.
Did you ever had to let go, to stop the contract with a customer because he had unrealistic expectations from email marketing?
No, no. I have to. I agree that we don't have this kind of big clients, but instead, when we discuss now, it's much easier for me to sell from the beginning all the platforms, including Google, Facebook, and email marketing. In the past, we we started to do email marketing after we were working with that client, and he was I don't know, it was harder to convince him why to use this platform, why to pay another amount of money for another platform, and what return he or she will have. But no, I explain them exactly this, that this is a platform that talks with the customers, with the subscribers. Also, some of them are customers that they already have, instead of talking with people from the internet. That
Audiences, yeah, just
yeah.
yeah. It makes sense. Did you notice some differences in let's say the two main KPIs that we track initially, and that is open rate and click rate. Of course, we care about conversions, but first we track open rate and click rate. Did you see any big differences between industries and categories? Let's say fashion versus food, or versus electronics, or versus toys.
Of course, we've seen this kind of differences, but also, besides the industry, it depends also on the email that we send, what we include in that email, what title we give to that email. So even if fashion is an industry with really high attraction to people, we've seen other clients of us that are non-fashion that had better open rates and better click rates, and in the end better sales than fashion. So it really depends on the type of email that you send, because we have a client, for example, that sells pet supplies, and it sells much better in each email than this client with shoes, and it has 400 subscribers and not 40,000 subscribers.
400 only. You can
Yeah,
call them if you really want to. 400 people.
yeah,
Okay.
trust me.
Yeah, I see. And when you send, let's take newsletters. Let's put aside
Okay,
automation for a second. When you send
okay.
newsletters, how do you do and think your segmentation strategy?
First of all, we have each week we have a team meeting, and we go through each of our clients, and besides the campaigns, our usual campaigns, we go through the next week strategy for email marketing for each of our clients. After that, I ask my colleagues to discuss with our clients and ask them if they want to promote something special in that email, or we can, if they say no, or they don't have any idea, we provide them around 2-3 ideas of our own, and ask them if they are okay with them, and if we can put, I don't know, promotion or something in the email. So we work on a weekly basis with our emails, because sometimes our clients don't have stock, don't want to promote something special, so we need to get something out of our heads. Yeah, an idea to not make a bigger gap in our emails that we send. We cannot send one email this week and send another email 2 weeks from now. We want to keep a steady
You need
pace.
a pace.
Yeah, yeah.
Indeed. But tell me more about the segmentation. How do you think about it? Is it, for example, gender or geographic or past purchase behavior? What are
Okay.
the criteria?
Yeah, okay. Segmentation, we work, in terms of segmentation, we work closely with the ones that theMarketer is providing us, the RFM analysis. So it really helps us to get a starting point to the segmentation, and then we we are using Google Analytics mostly to segment our users, and then try to implement those segments in the email marketing platform. So we combine information from one platform to another.
Give me an example. Sounds very interesting.
So we saw that we are seeing in the case of that pet supply client, he doesn't have a big subscriber base, but it doesn't matter. We can see that 1 month he has focused on dog products. In other months he has focused on cat products, and in other months dog and cats are almost the same. So we are trying to send emails based on what type of products we see the focus is in that month. So if we see more products, dog products are bought in that month, and our client also says, please put focus on this kind of product because I have a good stock of products and I also have great prices. So we are trying to say, okay, not all of our emails, but maybe at least 1 email or 2 emails per week to send with that type of animal. So this is one kind of segmentation. Yeah,
I see. And that you said about 2 emails per week. Did you notice a optimal sending frequency, like 2 or 3 emails per week? What would be an optimal one?
you already said it. We don't recommend, and we don't want to send more than 3 emails per week. We have one client that we send on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday emails, and the least one is with 1 email per week. So between 1 and 3 emails per week. But more important than that is the time when you send the email. Maybe you can send only 1 email and sell better than with 3 emails, depending on the moment that you send. We also did an A/B testing between sending all the emails at the same time and using your the platforms tool to send the email 24 hours in 24 hours time.
Yeah, depending on the subscriber behavior.
So this is, if you allow me, this is one thing that we saw, and it was really interesting. The clients that have lower subscriber base, like the one with the pets, it's not good to use the tool to send 24-hour email. We've seen the lowest click-through rate and sales. If you have a higher base, like, I don't know, more than 10,000, it's perfect to use that tool because you have a much higher base to send and people react differently. But for a lower base, send them at the same time, and you will see more higher impact. Sorry.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you follow the trends in email marketing? Can you share some trends, some new stuff that you think it's coming, or something that everybody said will be great and it's not so great in the email marketing world?
To be honest, we are trying to keep up with trends. We are trying to read as much as we can. I'm sending my colleagues to different trainings, but to be honest, we want to keep it. I don't know how to say, in the family. So we don't like to look to trends. We like to analyze each of our client and see what happens on his account. because it's much. I think we are not so we are not such a big agency with clients all over the world. Yeah, we have clients in Romania. We have a few clients internationally. So in terms of that, I don't think trends can help us improve our results. We can analyze each of our clients, the results that we have, and in keeping in contact with our clients, yeah, we can provide better results, and we can do that. We have seen, since we are working with theMarketer, we've seen improvements. Okay, not from 1 month to another, but at least to after 3 months, we can see improvements on all of our clients.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Continuous improvement. And when you work with a customer, let's say you do Google Ads, you do Meta Ads, and you do
Okay.
email marketing, and you
Okay.
have a look in their GA4 account,
Yeah.
do you usually see better or not so good conversion rates of email marketing versus other traffic channels? Let's say
Uh,
if a customer has a 2% conversion rate from Google Ads, usually they have, let's say, 2.5 from email marketing or 1.5 from email marketing. What would be a benchmark?
Actually, what I've analyzed, and also to maybe potential clients and also our clients, I can agree that in terms of conversion rates, they are better on email marketing for sure. But the amount of money, of course, is less than in other platforms, because those are the drivers, yeah, for the sales, the big drivers. But in terms of conversion rate, yeah, the number of people that see your ads that also buy is higher in email marketing. So this is and of course the cost for converting a client that is already in your subscriber base is of course less than in Google or Facebook. So yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes we see some challenges with some e-commerces that do have lower conversion rates in email marketing versus other traffic sources.
Okay.
And what we do then is have a quick look at what the customer says about them.
Mm-hmm.
And we find that sometimes, with for some customers, they don't deliver on time or they don't deliver what they promised. So it's actually counterproductive to get repeat customers because they didn't fulfill the promise at the first delivery. Did you face this challenge anytime?
No, and I hope I won't, because I'll be honest, I won't work with. I will end the collaboration with that client, and I will tell you why. Because we are an agency that works on a fee based on sales. So if we do our work and the client doesn't do his or hers, then our the amount of money that we earn will be negatively impacted by what he or she doesn't do. So I don't want that type of client. We want to work as a team in which so we work as a team. We also provide a lot of consultation, free consultation, to improve their businesses. We invite them to different events. We go with them. So we also tell that you see, we've seen in other clients that they do this or that, so maybe you can try to do this. So we provide this kind of information just to make their businesses work better, so that they have the rate of refused orders to be the smallest possible.
Yeah, makes sense. A bit of maybe a technical or tactical question. What
Okay.
tips tricks can you share regarding increasing click rate in a newsletter?
Oh, this is a long discussion. So we are in this exactly in this continuous process in our team, because we are trying to do this by providing nicer templates to emails, starting with finding and putting aside if one of our colleagues finds nice title, yeah, or something that an email sold really well. We analyze we analyze that email, and we see what brought us those great sales. So starting from a great title, that's the first thing that I want to tell everybody to pay attention, because if users don't like your title or they are not attracted to your title, everything is done. You can close and go home, because if they don't click your email, they will not go to your website, and the sales will not be there.
Okay, okay. By title, you mean the subject line,
The subject,
first...
yeah. This is how I call it. Yeah, the subject.
Since we are on this topic, any tips and tricks on the subject line optimization?
On the subject, yeah, it seems that in terms of subject, it's not that big of a difference between email marketing and Google and Facebook. Just try to use question marks, and people will click your email. So if you put a question mark in the mind of the users, it creates this instinct of saying, okay, so this is a question, I need to answer it. Let's see
Yes.
what it's in that email, or let's see where this ad is taking me, so that I can find the answer. So question marks are really important. Of course, don't always put question marks, but try to use them as much as possible.
Curiosity, yeah.
It can be, yeah, curiosity, yeah. It can be in a fun way, or it can be in a serious way. So but try to use question marks, yeah.
And one last question for you and for our
Yeah.
listeners. What is the best automation that you use? Is it abandoned basket, for example, or which one works best?
The one that works best is the welcome series. So the welcome series, it's maybe you thought I will say the add to cart, the abandoned cart, but in our case, the welcome series. So when you send the email with hello, welcome in our subscriber base, I don't know, you have 5% discount for the order. Trust me, sales are coming fast. Yeah.
Okay, and a follow-up question, because I need to ask. And your
Okay.
welcome series, it's rather based on one email, or it's an actual series of emails after the subscriber subscribe?
No. I can be honest that we are not that developed to sell a series of emails. Just one, and the best
Makes
one that
money.
we can send. Yeah, the best one that makes money. Yeah, one and good. Yeah.
Thank you, Bogdan. Thank you for sharing everything with us, and thank you for joining our podcast. All the best to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was a nice discussion, and hopefully we will meet again.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.